Welcome to Transmission Mist3rDouglas. Today, in our journey through Michael Topper's work, we take a look at the essay, Two Basic Steps with a Right-Angle Turn Between Them, or Why You Can't Just March Up the Staircase of Spiritual Accomplishment with Your Eyes Shut. So, according to Michael Topper, there's this assumption about spiritual awakening. People think it's a staircase, or ladder. Thank you, Jacob. An orderly, predictable ascent where each step takes you one level closer to, well, something. Enlightenment, truth, divine realization, whatever word you would prefer. But according to some of the oldest and most complete spiritual traditions, that's not quite how it works. In fact, if you try to just power through one step at a time, you'll likely run into a problem. A right-angle turn, to be exact, according to Michael Topper. That's because there are two distinct stages to real spiritual transformation, and most people never make it past the first one. Mechanical work. The first step is what most spiritual traditions emphasize, the biophysical and mechanical work. This includes breath control, meditation, posture, focus exercises, all designed to refine and recalibrate your perception. The purpose of these practices is to modify what's called your static variable, essentially, the preset limits of your sensory and cognitive perception. Think of it like upgrading your mental hardware so you can process higher resolution reality. Going from 720 to 1080p, then making the leap all the way to 4K? You get it. Now, the next is a crucial step, but here's where things get complicated. See, this kind of work is useful and necessary even, but it's not the destination. It's just preparing you for what comes next. And if you don't recognize that, you're liable to just keep repeating the same techniques, hoping for an outcome they were never designed to provide. Which brings us to the second step, the one that actually changes things. The right-angle turn. This is the part that doesn't get talked about as much. The actual shift in consciousness. Not just a heightened sense of awareness, but a complete reorientation of what awareness even means. This step is where thinking stops being just thinking. It becomes a process of insight, where the mind isn't just analyzing reality, but seeing through it. It's where cognition moves from the surface to the structure beneath. And the key difference in this phase, you're not just quieting the mind, you're actually using it differently. You're not trying to get rid of thought, but allowing it to become translucent, revealing the layers underneath. This is where the real shift happens, according to Michael Topper. But the challenge is most people never make the turn. They assume that what they experience in step one is all there is. And so they just keep repeating the process, waiting for something to change. But no amount of breathing exercises, chanting, or perfecting your posture is going to force this shift. Because this isn't about doing something harder. It's about seeing something differently. So, here's a real question for you. Where are you on this staircase? Have you been diligently working through step one, refining your awareness, but feeling like you've hit a wall? Because the truth, according to Michael Topper, is that awakening isn't just about climbing higher. Sometimes, eventually, it's about realizing you've been moving in one direction for too long, and that maybe you should be looking out for a turn. And when you do see that turn, and you take it, everything changes. Thank you very much for joining me here on Transmission Mist3rDouglas. Fascinating way to look at the world and how we attempt to engage with and understand and make use of that understanding as we move through in whatever direction we are going in. I hope all of you are able to find that right-hand turn, take it, and enjoy the ride that is just waiting for you to drive through it. And let me know what you think. Have you ever experienced this where you've been doing something over and over and over again, and then you simply, or not so simply, make that shift, take that turn, and things turn for you for the better? I'd love to know. Thanks for hanging. I'll catch you on the next one.